Hi, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and this is a tutorial on how to make an animal pinata. You know, a pinata, so you can hang it up and hit it with a stick and the candy will bust out. And it's got a nice little chamber here where you put the candy in, you fill it up with candy. And I've added something to this project. I've added a collar, and that's going to be another video, and I'll show you how to do this. Here's a little electronic device, but so that when this pinata is struck, it talks. And what I did there is I had that little device on his collar, if you can see that, so that it shakes and it hits the side and it turns it on. So that's an upcoming video. I'll show you how to do that. So it's kind of fun because, you know, when the kids will be hitting the pinata, the dog will be, you know, barking and proclaiming, you know, don't hit me. Kind of different. You don't see many pinatas that do that. And it takes this little module. $10 from Radio Shack. And then, you know, it's kind of nice. And the thing about this is I made a beagle, a dog. But this tutorial, I'll show you how to make just about any kind of animal. And it all starts with the base of a paper mache ball, like this. See, there's a ball inside there, and that's where the candy fills into that. So what you do is you make that paper mache ball first, and then you can make a cardboard structure for any kind of an animal, an elephant, a giraffe, a pig, a cat, you know, whatever you want. So that's kind of like one of the points of this tutorial, is you make any animal you want to make. So it's pretty neat. It works pretty good. It's a nice pinata. And you just need a few supplies, some newspaper, some flour, some cardboard, you know, a balloon, and a little bit of wire. So that's my paper mache beagle. And let's launch into the tutorial on how to make a paper mache pinata animal. Okay, get yourself some 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of water and mix that together to make your paper mache. Now inflate a balloon and put it on some kind of a container like this coffee can I have here. And cut yourself up some strips of newspaper, about 2 inches wide. And this is the paper mache mix that we're going to cover the balloon with. Now this is the best way to do the paper mache is like this. You dip it and then you wipe it with your fingers to get all the excess off. And just go right ahead and cover the whole balloon with that. Now I think 1 coat would probably be enough, but I recommend doing 2 coats. So you do a coat, let it dry, do another coat. So I just went ahead and covered the whole balloon just like this. Overlap all the strips so it's nice and strong and in different directions, different orientations. And that's a completed one. Now you put a fan on it, it'll dry real quick, and then mix up your paper mache and do a 2nd coat. And this is the base of the internal base of the pinata. So after that, cut yourself up strips of cardboard and start forming out a frame to make the shape of your animal. Just have fun with it. Cut a bunch of strips of cardboard, some thick strips, some thin strips, and just shape it into the animal. Masking tape works good, duct tape works good too, but a stapler works really good for this. See how I'm using a stapler there? So once you've got your frame pretty much laid out, stuff it with crumpled balls of newspaper. You can add at any time, add more newspaper, add more strips of cardboard. Leave the very bottom without cardboard so it'll break and the candy will fall out of the pinata. See, I'm getting creative. I'm going to make some legs, just rolling up pieces of cardboard, cereal boxes. So the shape of it is just about done. You just have to make a frame that's in the shape of your animal with strips of cardboard. That's the hard part, but you can tinker with it to make any shape animal you want. So once that's done and you've got it stuffed with newspapers, at this point put a couple of pieces of wire or string under the cardboard frame so you can suspend the pinata. You want to do this now before you paper mache it. So yeah, I put 1 piece here and then I ended up putting another piece. So I have 4 pieces, so it's nice and strong. Just like that. You know, I can tie these all together and we can hang the pinata from that. But you want it under the cardboard so it's nice and strong. Nice. So now we go ahead and mix up some more paper mache and cover your whole animal. You know, and any time if you're not happy with it, add a couple of, add more strips of cardboard, add more crumpled newspapers, but go ahead and coat the whole thing. And you really only have to do one coat of this. We're not really worried about strength on this. The frame holds it pretty well. So you can see I'm almost done. And don't do the very bottom where your original balloon paper mache ball is, like this I'm showing you here. You want that to remain open so when it breaks the candy falls out. And a fan works really good for something like this. It would take overnight to dry, but you put a fan on it, it'll be dry in an hour. And there you go. The shape is complete. So you can touch it up, do more if you want, if you're not happy with the shape of your animal. But let's go ahead and paint this. And I'm doing a beagle, so I looked up a picture of a beagle to see what they look like. And now I'm doing the color scheme, just some brown and some red, black, and some white. So that's pretty much, see, that wasn't that hard. I had a lot of fun with this, and you can do any animal, just about any animal at all. An elephant, a dog, a cat, a giraffe, and a walrus, whatever you want, for a party. So we got a couple more small things to do. And I showed you in the beginning that little battery-operated device that makes this pinata talk when you hit it. That's in an upcoming tutorial, which it's kind of neat. And that way, you hit the pinata and it talks. But now, once the paint dries, add any details you want to add. I added some floppy beagle ears. Do any detail painting you want to do, because you're just about done. Just one more thing to do here. And we have to cut a hole so we can put the candy in it. But the balloon is still inflated, so you want to pop that balloon first. So put something in there and pop that balloon. Now, cut a small opening, sort of like in a compartment. Only 3 sides of it. Don't cut it completely out. Make it like a flap, a trap door. Cut it with a knife. Cut all the way through into your original balloon paper mache. Cut that out too. And now you can put the candy in there. And we'll take a look at that right now. See, there you go. And it's ready for candy. There's a nice little pinata. Lots more projects on my website at stormthecastle.com, and all kinds of fun and interesting creative projects here on my YouTube channel, Epic Fantasy. Thanks for watching. There you go. Here's a couple of videos you might want to watch. I have a nice little dragon pinata you can make. And it's nice if you make a dragon pinata, use the sword to hit it. And a Tangled diorama, a little diorama of the scene from Tangled.